what? Why are you doing that? No, baby, stop. Don't do that. No. Oh Lord. I you think you slipped. No, I need it. Let me see it. Zyla. No, go watch go you said you wanted to watch Little Angel. Go watch Little Angel in your room. Come on now, I'm not gonna be on here long. Okay? I'll play with you. Move. Let me see. Okay, I gotta get my little rhythm back on YouTube, baby. YouTube ain't messing with me. Ain't been pushing out none of my stuff. Let me see. So you just gonna lay right there, girl? Move out of the way. I thought you was gonna be sleepy after having your bath, girl. Girl, move. My makeup look. Let me tell you something. It look it's like I do something. Why I look like that? Look, y'all. I just got on here. Let me well, let me make sure I can get on TikTok. Zyla, move, bro. Okay. The only reason why I got on here is because one of my girlies is. I'm so excited I can't even think. How I get to live? Why is when I'm pressing this, it's doing that? Let me see. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, Instagram, it gives me a good filter. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Mm-hmm. It's never too late to get this bread. Too late to make money. Bye, girl. You need to brush your teeth? I don't say none of my people on here. Hey, y'all, baby, that Instagram filter saves you every time. Saves you every time. Hey, y'all, I'm definitely not going to be on here long because all of my damn devices are about to die. But I wanted to get on because I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back in my rhythm because y'all, we about to go into this new month. And let me tell you, quarter 3, quarter 4 is the best time to get this money. So I'm trying to like stay consistent and like, if I'm being completely honest, y'all, I struggle with always wanting to sleep. Like, I don't have any vices but sleep. Sleeping is my guilty pleasure, and it's the biggest thing that always holds me back and procrastination. So I'm like fighting. I'm fighting through this right here. I'm trying to get this video finished, edited, and done because, baby, when I tell you I be bullshitting, I be bullshitting. And I think that's important to know. But I wanted to get on here because, one, I wasn't gonna get on here, but one of my peoples just hit me up. They bought DWA last week, and she got 2 sales today. I said, girl, I ain't make no money today. This is what I mean, y'all. Like, affiliate marketing is crazy, 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 crazy. Hey, Queen Domalite. Hey, Tori, how are you, sis? And I'm just like, you just gotta push yourself through some shit, and that's what I'm doing right now. Baby, when I tell you I'm tired as hell, I done had 2 hours of sleep. Let me see. Let me hook this up here. I said I was gonna try to do TikTok too, y'all. What TV is this? Child, my laptop is. Look, let me not get on here complaining. My laptop is cracked. But other than that, let me move this out the way. Let me turn this down. Make sure we good. Make sure we good. Y'all don't know why I never do this. Um, it just be really unexpected. Meanwhile, Zyla's in the background. On TikTok, I ain't got to do that. I can just press live. Oh hell, sis, did you put it on a charger? Yes. You did. Let me see. That way I can. That way I can. All right, cool. That way I can see the chat. Baby, this is probably why my goddamn screen messed up. But anyways, y'all, like I said, I wanted to hop on here because, girl, this is what I mean, y'all. And no pressure. No motherfucking pressure. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with you. A student bought DWA last week. She bought it last week on Wednesday, and she got 2 sales today. Crazy, y'all. Like y'all, have y'all heard of affiliate marketing? Have y'all heard of digital marketing? If you have not, you're living on a motherfucking rock, and you're working too goddamn hard. There's no reason why you're not making pay. Zyla, bro, if you're gonna be in here, you said you was gonna chill. Okay, so figure it out. Good. I am up late editing. Okay, period. Get to it, y'all. We about to go into a new month. It's something I always say this, but like a new day is a blessing. Don't get me wrong, but a new month, a new start, baby. This is the perfect time. This is the perfect time to start a new hustle, a new side hustle, y'all. Like I literally changed. Like I know y'all heard my story 1,001 times, but one thing I'm always do is share my motherfucking story with you. When I got started with DWA, and that's the course that I'm always talking about. The course that I have officially now made $200,000 in just reselling the course. When I got started, like I was recovering from like being audited by the IRS. And baby really didn't have the money, but I had got like a retainer UGC deal at the time, and so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm about to risk it." But I was very skeptical. Because I thought that when people were saying they was making all this money online, they was lying. They definitely were lying. Or I mean, I knew that there was a possibility to make money, but I was just like, "Bitch, you're not making that much." You know what I mean? And I remember when I was starting, like I was still at that point, like my mindset was in the process of recovering, but it hadn't recovered yet. I truly was like, only way you can get a lot of money is if you work hard. That is the key. That's the point. Hey, is it Tiara? Hey, Tiara. But I was like, that's the only way. You know what I mean? That's what motherfuckers always told me. Like, baby, I used to work in a warehouse, y'all. And like I started from the bottom, baby. I was a little picker. Then I was a forklift operator. Then I made it to the dock. I thought I was doing something, you know what I mean? Then I was a dock clerk. I was a dock hoe. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely worked my way up, and I thought I was doing something with that. I thought I was gonna be on that job forever because it was cool, a little money. I'm making a little money, you know what I'm saying, like that. Then I was about to become an office manager, but when I got pregnant with my daughter, and I seen everybody was at the time, motherfuckers was scamming me, y'all. Because this was like on the back end of COVID, and everybody was getting them PPE loans. I was like, man, bro, I want to get this money. I need to be getting that type of money. How can I get that? How can I get that type of money? And I had first heard of digital marketing then during COVID and stuff like that. But I heard people was just selling PDFs, and I'm like the shit that you have in school. Would you stop being petty, Zyla? But I was like, a PDF that's like kind of retarded. Why would people pay all this money? And I didn't hear anybody talking about like mid-ticket, high-ticket stuff. It was like you can make $10,000 selling a $7 product, and I'm like, bro, like that's selling like 1,000 a day. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't think that was realistic. But again, I had kept seeing people talk about it, and like I started seeing ads and stuff on Facebook first. That's the first place where I seen it. And I was like, damn, what's this digital marketing shit like that? But I ain't see no black people talking about it, no black people. And where my mind was at that time, I was like, yeah, ain't no niggas doing it. So it can't happen for me, or it wouldn't work. So I dove into UGC heavy. And I really was so excited about that because I had always wanted to be like a YouTuber, but I had wanted to get brand deals. That was why I wanted to do it. I didn't give a fuck about really sharing my life, because it's funny, I'm actually a very private person, but I wanted to get them free products. So then when I heard this whole trend of UGC and brands wanted like real people to create content for them, I was like, well, we gonna do that. And I was pregnant with my daughter, and I was like, hell yeah, I want a whole bunch of free stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I got into that, and I had made my first little $50, y'all. Like a brand had paid me at first in the beginning, in your UGC journey in the beginning. For a lot of people nowadays, people come out the gate doing anything. Some being petty. But I was doing a whole bunch of free stuff, and then I had finally got my first little money that I ever made online, which was like $50, y'all. $50, and I thought that was like so much money. I was like, bro, I'm out here getting 50. I'm out here getting 50. Like it's over. It's over. I'm about to get this money. But it was nothing life changing, obviously, right? So I continued doing UGC, and I got better, and that's the thing. As a person that has started and stopped so many different side hustles, y'all, UGC, I thought that was kind of the thing that I was like, okay, this is it. But because it was my first time really experiencing it and my first time kind of doing something obviously other than working a 9 to 5 job, I was like, okay, I'm doing a lot of work for $50. I'm doing a lot of work for $100. Like, I don't know, something in me just woke up and I felt like even God was telling me like, yeah, this, it's cool. You got your little training wheels, but this ain't no money. You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely, you could be doing a lot less for a lot more money. I don't know why. And I just always had that thought. I was like, making money should be easy. This shit is like way hard. Like, because as a UGC creator, which I'm not knocking UGC, like it's a great hustle that you can get into. But I'm telling you, when you stumble upon digital products, when you stumble upon affiliate marketing, one of the easiest side hustles there is, point blank period. So I continued doing it, and again, I got better. I started learning how to negotiate. And that's the thing, like whenever you dive into some kind of skill or something, even if you don't decide that you want to do it, it's so important to take something away from it. Because baby, I ain't got time to be wasted. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be doing that. So I was like, okay, well, UGC, although I didn't make as much, I made some money in it. I feel like I just didn't make a lot for a lot of the time and energy that I was putting into it. And as a UGC creator, you sometimes you come up with your brief. Sometimes you have to edit. It just all depends on what the brand wants from you. But sometimes it's a lot. And to turn around and not get any money, sometimes up front, or sometimes even 30, 60, 90 days out of you turning in the content, baby. Let's start there. You turn in the content, then they might not want to start net 30 until they post it and see how it performs. But a lot of times, depending on the campaign that the brand is doing, it might be a quarter before. Baby, look, every time I start talking about UGC, I get pissed off real quick because a brand might have they want you to film, let's say fall content in May. You got to turn it in by June. You ain't getting paid until maybe October. It'd be insane, y'all. It's insane. So but yeah, so after a while, I was just kind of like, all right, we doing a little too much for nothing. But so I was in a lot of these different can you stop, baby? I was in a lot of different UGC groups, like, because this is when they was like heavy on Twitter where you could find different deals and stuff like that. And so I'm the type of person, I've always been the type of person where I'm like, man, I'm gonna put people on. Like if I got a deal with a brand or something like that, and I know there's a creator like my size, or she's doing it, he or she maybe doing the same thing that I'm doing. Hey, especially my people. I mean, I love everybody, but especially my people because they be doing us wrong. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna start, telling people like, hey, reach out to. I just did a thing with Fenty, and they, are looking for this or whatever like that, and I would literally show them my pitch, and like I've always been that way. Didn't know it was a thing, like it was rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. And like people were like, girl, don't be giving out information like that. Don't be telling people how much the brand paid you or whatever. And I'm like, damn, ain't we all supposed to be sticking together? Like, what the hell, But it just really, it really messed me up. And so that really kind of was like, I don't know, like I felt like those were like strikes in my head, like, okay, it's time to start doing something else. And I'm the type of person, I don't know if it's a Leo thing or whatever like that. Whenever somebody pisses me off or something like that, like that's the fuel that I need for my motherfucking fire. So I was like, well, I didn't have too many people say to me, girl, don't be giving away information. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing that or whatever like that. So I'm like, well, you know what? You said don't give this shit away. I'm going to put all this shit in a digital product because this is what everybody keeps talking about. Digital products are supposed to be taken over. They was like, by the time it's 2030, like everything is going to be digital. And so I'm like, you know what? Because I be giving away the sauce. Just the emails alone, people would pay like, $100 to have like a list of 50 emails of like I'm talking about like 50, Adore Me, Sephora, back in PLT, Fashion Nova, like really good, shit them motherfuckers want to do, kids stuff, you know what I mean? Like I had hella contacts, still zip, okay? No, but I'm just playing. Hey, Shawan, how are you, sis? So I was like, I'm gonna put all this shit in a book, and because everybody keeps talking about these ebooks, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna sell it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna sell it for $36. So that's like a steal. Like I know this motherfucker about to go crazy. So, I gave myself some time to put the ebook together. It did take me like quite some time, I'm not even gonna lie. But I was like, this about to slap. Like I know this about to go crazy. The people gonna be like, yeah, hell yeah, right? So long story short, I end up like launching my product like it was almost like probably 6 months later. And then because I was kind of going through a phase where I was like, you know what, I think I'm about to start phasing out of UGC, because that's the thing. Like I used to do it really towards like Q3, Q4, because that's when brands had that money. I mean, not saying that they didn't pay, first quarter, second quarter, but they really did. Third quarter, fourth quarter, baby, that's where the money was coming in. So like I kind of would do it in phases anyway. Obviously I'm still working a job with my mom and everything like that. I ended up putting this ebook together, hopped up on the scene, and was trying to sell it. And I was so proud. I was so excited because I was like, man, I put so much energy and time in this. I literally am giving away like information that I know people would charge like thousands of dollars for, right? I know they would. I'm showing you how to put together your portfolio. I'm including email templates of what to say to the brand, what not to say, what to say if they hit you back and be like, hey, we only doing free shit. This is how you hit them back, and to make them actually want to pay. Like it was sauce. Okay. Stay tuned, because inside of NPM, if you're inside my community, you're gonna get that one day. You're gonna get it very soon, actually. But the updated version. So I hopped on the scene. Nobody bought my stuff. Like I had a couple people here and there. Honestly, it was probably just being nosy. I had a few people that definitely were interested, because I didn't know anything about marketing. I didn't know anything about branding. So I didn't have like a game plan. I didn't pre-launch the product. I didn't do any of that. And it's so funny that all of these things I end up learning later in DWA. So like I said, nobody bought my shit, and it had me feeling like, you know what, I knew these heifers was lying about digital marketing. I knew it, because you know how like when I don't know, for a lot of y'all that may have heard about digital marketing, affiliate marketing, but maybe you just haven't started yet, which is crazy because I don't know why. But a lot of the times, you do hella research. Zyla, stop before you break that. Give me that. You done broke 18 tripods. I just need one. Thank you. But I was like, you know how you just go through that phase and you just be downloading a whole bunch of shit, you be buying a whole bunch of shit because you're just trying to see what's out there. And that was me. I had bought a whole bunch of stuff. And so I did my comparisons, and I was like, yeah, this about to slap. Like I haven't seen anything out there like that. But yeah, so like I said, it ended up leaving a really bad taste in my mouth, because I thought that people were lying about making all that money. And here I was, put my heart and soul, like time, energy, everything that I knew inside of this, and nobody bought it. So I was like, literally, F digital products. Yeah, we're not doing that. So I need some money. So let me continue to just dive back into UGC and just try to, go a little bit harder. With that being the case, definitely ended up making a lot more money. I went from making like $50, $100, $200 little deals to actually gaining retainers and stuff like that. And, in my journey, when I think back about that, it was like that motivation that I needed, because when I was like, man, this flop, and this was supposed to be that life-changing thing. So I thought, because people were saying they were selling $7 products and making, $10K months. I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to go harder in this UGC space. Zyla, stop. Can you please stop? I was like, I'm definitely gonna have to just go harder in this UGC space. And we're gonna do that. So I ended up getting more money or whatever like that. And but again, even though I was like, man, I'm getting more money, but it's just like, now it's really a lot of work, because then at this time I'm doing like deals where the brand wanted like 30 videos. It would just be so much in a short period of time, and then you work hard and you do all these videos, and they only want to, and they ask you to, like, first of all, like, I'll purposely try to turn some shit in like a week. I always used to try to be like a week before the deadline, so I had plenty of time, because again, I'm a mama. I got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. And like I would do that, and then the brand would hit me back on the deadline, of when it was due, talking about, hey, can you re-edit this? And you got a contract with the brand, and they can lightweight void their contract if you don't have your deliverables by that date, even though, and they don't try to like extend the date with you, even though they want you to re-edit some stuff. And so like that had like kept happening to me, and I was like, I'm not about to be stressed out. I'm not. And then to not get paid, like, and so that's why I end up like towards kind of the end of my UGC journey. Like I'm kind of still doing it, but really towards the end of my UGC journey, I was like, yeah, I need that money up front. I need a payment up front. I'm gonna need something, because it's a lot of work to not get no money. It's just every time I think, like I said, y'all, every time I think about it, I just be like, it boils my blood for some reason. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, there's got to be another way. So at this point, all I knew to do is, you know what, it's time to talk to Jesus. I'm always trying to figure out a way out or whatever like that, but yet I never ask him. So let me ask him, Jesus, I need a way to make money so I can supplement my husband's income, so my husband can come off of this second job, because I'd be damned if I continue to feel like I am a single mama raising these goddamn kids. I need help. I don't have a village. I don't have anybody. I need help. So, I'm praying, I'm praying. And you know how you start praying and you start manifesting certain things, you start to see certain signs. So all of a sudden I see digital marketing again, digital marketing again, digital marketing again. But this time it was different because I heard people like saying like, oh, it's done for you and you can resell it. You can resell it. I hadn't heard that before in the past. And so I was like, damn, that's interesting. But I didn't make no move. This was like in December of 2023, 2023. And so I was like, man, like, I'm not doing it. Like, I tried that. My shit was killing everybody's. That's how I really felt, y'all. I was like, my shit was killing everybody's, and did nobody buy it. They lying. These heifers is not making that type of money. There's no way. I don't have time to waste. I continue to pray. I continue to pray. I continue to pray. And yet I continue to see signs every single day. But can't lie, because I didn't see anybody look like me specifically, meaning a black woman. I was like, I ain't doing this shit. I kept all the people in the representation that I seen was white bitches. White bitches with their matcha, with their sunglasses on, with their G-Wagon, with, what I'm saying, the aesthetic lifestyle. And I was like, yeah, I'm, whatever. So I just happened to be kind of, fast forward on YouTube, because I'm a YouTube, I feel like I'm a YouTube OG girly. Like, I love me, baby, since Jackie Aina started. Like, okay, Missy Lynn and them back in the day. I've always loved YouTube. Like I said, it was something that I always wanted to do. And Missy Lynn, someone that I've always kind of like looked up to. She's always kind of put us on game, you know what I mean, with credit, when she was buying her house, things like that. She hadn't been posting on YouTube for a long time. And then all of a sudden she kind of hopped on the scene and posted a vlog. So I'm like, oh, let me check out my girl vlog. Girl gets on the vlog. I'm watching it, whatever like that. I remember I was like cooking and cleaning at the time I'm watching the vlog. And like in mid-vlog, she starts talking about how her friend put her on, and she's starting a side hustle. And she's learning so much. And she even made some money in her sleep. And I'm like, at first I was like, well, Missy be doing like brand deals and shit like that. So maybe she just, from, how they be trying to like make it come in natural or whatever like that. But she continued to talk about it throughout the video. And so I was like, damn, like this, it kind of, like sparked my attention. I'm like, well, damn, this ain't no, I don't think this no brand deal. She ain't saying use my code or nothing like this. Like, she genuinely is messing with, like, literally throughout the whole vlog, or like towards the end of the vlog, you see her like she's like glued to her computer. And so that really like sparked my curiosity, because here's someone that I've seen that, like, again, I looked up to. If I ever got to, I guess say grace the social media space, I would want to be on her level. She get hella brand deals. Missy didn't work like a job. Like, this was her money, and she lived good, drove good, was on vacation. So shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hell, I want to be like her. And so I'm like, surely if she's willing to, and I'm not gonna, let me not get on here lying, make it seem like surely she was willing to invest in herself. That's not how I thought about it, but I was like, if she's actually willing to like learn more information, I'm like, I thought she kind of had it all together. Like what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just really sparked my curiosity, because again, I'm like, what the hell you need to be on here for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get money or whatever like that. Why do you care about learning about brand and marketing when, people know who you are? Everything that you drop, people gonna buy it. And so that really, really, like I said, sparked my curiosity. And I was like, damn, I keep hearing about digital products. My excuse in my head, where I was like, man, that's just too good to be true, was like, I didn't see anybody that looked like me. And here's somebody that not only looks like me, but I've always, again, looked up to, trust and listen to what she said. I remember Missy was telling us to download the little Digit app back in the day, where it'll pull like 36 cents out of your account, and you'll look up at the end of the week and have $5. Put me on. When she was buying her house, she was giving us like little tips and stuff. So I'm like, damn, she ain't never steered us wrong before, surely. So I was in my head and I was like, you know what? If it's meant to be, I'm gonna reach out to Missy. Missy got a whole bunch of followers. I ain't never talked to her before. She don't know me. But if she hit me back, then I'm definitely gonna, really look into this. So I send her a message immediately after I watched the vlog, y'all. Sent her a message on Instagram. I don't even think, because I'm really weird. Like I don't be following nobody. It ain't not me being shady or nothing. I just don't be following nobody. Like I had to go follow her, because again, like I'm a YouTube. I was never really a social media person like that. So I go and hit her up, and I sent her a voice note, y'all. I sent her a voice note like as if I knew her, like she was my friend. But I was like, let's get to the point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey Missy, yeah, I was watching your vlog. I was watching your vlog and I seen you talking about this whole like digital marketing. You talking about MRR. Is this a scam? Like, is this shit too good to be true or not? Because I ain't got time to be wasting. Baby had Lightweight had an attitude about it. I'm like, Missy could have been like, get off my line. Because that's how I definitely would have been like, girl, I don't know you. But I mean, I don't know why I just felt so bold and I don't know why I did that. So I hit her up, y'all. Missy hits me right back, and she's like, "Oh my!" Like she's laughing. She's like, "Oh my god, girl, I definitely feel you. Like I thought the same thing. I thought it was too good to be true. I thought it was a scam, but my friend Amber put me on. And she was like, I'm still learning a lot, from it or whatever like that. And so we going back and forth having a conversation, like via DM. And so she, is giving me the information. She's telling me, like what's going on, y'all. And this is like April of 2024. And so I'm like, okay, I hear you or whatever like that. And so I like kind of like stop. I don't know. And I feel like we all kind of go through that phase too of like you'll reach out for the information, you'll start looking into it. And it sounds interesting. It doesn't sound bad, but it's like you still are letting something hold you back. You still are skeptical about like it's gotta be too good to be true. Ain't no other way. So you still got that limited belief, that scarcity mindset. That was me. And so I was like, or whatever. So I kind of like ghosted Missy. Missy provided all this information for me, like literally told me like what I would be doing, how to do it or whatever, like literally gave me the game, like the blueprint via DM. So I kind of ghosted that ass, not gonna lie, because again, my mindset where I was, I just wasn't ready. I'm gonna be honest. So I end up getting my first, because I was like, man, I don't want to invest in something right now that I've just like, I was just so like, motherfuckers talk about they be burnt out in their job. I was burnt out of buying different stuff, and it was supposed to be life changing. It was supposed to be my way out. It was supposed to be game changing for me. I was just like, that is the burnt out that I felt. Like my job, okay, I'm working my goddamn job because I wasn't really doing nothing heavy like that anyway. But so I was like, man, like I ain't got no money to be wasting, bro. I ain't got no money to be wasting. So I ended up hitting Missy back like a month later, y'all, because again, I had to keep thinking about it. I had to keep praying about it. I even fasted. And I was like, God, like, please reveal to me my purpose. Like, what should I be doing? Should I really do this? Because again, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money to be wasting. I don't have no money to be wasting. I don't care if it's $20. I ain't got it right now. I ain't got it because again, y'all, I had just got audited by the IRS, so I was going through it. I was like, bro, I ain't got it. Okay. So I end up getting like one of my biggest like brand deals that I ever had with a brand. And they were going to pay me a monthly retainer, meaning I was going to get $3,000 for basically 90 days. And so I was like, you know what? I got a little cash coming. So I might just be all right. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take babe's credit card though. Take his credit card. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it because Missy had told me at that time that I could get DWA on a payment plan. And so I was like, okay, I could do it. And then ain't gonna lie, I was thinking like a scammer in the beginning. I was like, worst case scenario, if this shit is trash, I'm just gonna cancel this shit. I'm gonna pay one payment through Klarna and I'm gonna cancel it. Hi, how was Digital Wealth Academy Summit in Miami? Did you have it? Was amazing. It was so amazing. It was amazing. Y'all, let me hurry up and get to the point because my computer about to die. But anyways, so I ended up getting the course, y'all. Like again, having that mindset of like, okay, I'm gonna cancel this shit if this shit don't work out. Got inside, fell in love with the program, fell in love with the structure. Never seen anything like that. Like I literally was floored. And I know that sounds really corny and cheesy to say, but like that truly was my reaction because again, I'm coming from this space of like, I didn't pay for some shit. They didn't got me. They didn't sold me. They didn't market to me. And I immediately download it. I get inside of it and I'm disappointed, or it's hard to follow along, or it's, it was just the moment I got inside of DW, I was like, damn, this shit is structured. Like if I want to look up a certain thing, it's in this module, it's all organized. Like I need that. Like I can't look at no damn like listed modules and it's like, no, the visual, I'm like, okay, they got visuals. baby, because I'm a little slow. Like it's hard for me to focus a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, and it had me feeling motivated. Like I was actually motivated to actually do the work for once, which is very odd for me. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm very lazy, or used to be. So I get inside of the program and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give myself 5 days to learn this information because it's addicting. Like I actually want to learn it. When I got in there and I started reading the testimonies of the people in there, I seen people that look like me, talking about, man, I just made my first $2,000. Man, I just made my first $1,000. I was like, oh baby, if I can make $1,000 a month, I was going crazy. They making that. Somebody just made. I remember like one of the first big numbers that I had seen was Miranda, and she was like, I made. She had made like I think it was like $65,000 in like 90 days. I was like, oh, bro, it's over. Okay, like these people ain't better than me. These people is not better than me. So I'm about to get up in here and do my thing too. So again, gave myself 5 days to learn the information. I decided to go faceless because I just with trying so many different side hustles and people being in my business, I ain't want nobody judging me because I ain't had time because I was like, bitch, I can't lose. This gotta work. So I felt like the best way I could be really out my shell, which is so crazy because it really ended up being the total opposite, was if I went faceless. I could hide behind a white woman in her matcha, in her G-Wagon, in her aesthetic little Miami, little Vice type home, like on the beach, and be my motherfucking self. But my strategy and what I had learned from, being inside of DWA was going live. And one thing I don't know, I'm a talker just in general. I ain't got no, especially if I know what I'm talking about. Oh, baby, we can go live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm posting all this stock content of this white lady on my page, but I'm getting on live and I'm talking, but people can't see me, and I think it kind of created, just if I'm being completely honest with y'all, Zyla, stop being petty, bro. I think it definitely kind of created some curiosity because again, people actually believed that it was this white woman on this page, but listen to my voice. Like we all know I don't sound like a white woman, right? I mean, white woman that might miss was Nick, probably, but come on, we know that. So I think that definitely created some. I really do think that created some curiosity. But anyways, so I'm showing up, y'all, every day, going live, and honestly, there was no. It's funny, people always ask me this all the time, like, oh, what was your strategy or what is the strategy? I'm just gonna be myself and I'm just gonna tell the truth. The first 4 days of my journey, I hadn't made any money in it. And I would literally get on there and tell people, like, y'all, I haven't made no money in this, but the value and the information that I'm getting from it is getting, like, it literally is turning the wheels in my head. And I'm like, I'm thinking of so many different things to do. I'm gonna give myself 30 days to make money. And if I don't end up making money from reselling this program, shit, I'm just gonna do something else. I'm gonna take these skills in there. And then at this point, I had started noticing because when I tell y'all, that's why I cannot say it enough how grateful I am for DWA, because I have never been motivated like that. Like when I was like, all right, I ain't make my sale in my first day, second day, third day, I started going and research. I really have never said this on live before, but I started going and researching in the community. And I would just start looking for like people that had problems. And I started seeing people was like, man, I'm struggling with setting up my stand store or whatever like that. And so I was like, man, if I don't make no money by the end of this week, I'm about to start setting up boys, stand stores. That could be like, because the thing is, to learn when you are learning how to make money online, the key to making money online or making money in general is solving a motherfucking problem. You know what I mean? Like a hairstylist essentially solves your problem because she make you look cute. You needed your hair done. Your shit was looking busted. You know what I mean? So again, like, people think when they hear the word problem, they freak out and they think it has to be something negative. No, if you solve a problem, if you have an answer, you can make some money. So I kind of already had a little backup plan happening, but I would literally get on there and be like, y'all, the value, the information, like everybody want to talk about, oh, I'm gonna go back to school, oh, I'm gonna do this or whatever like that. And you really just doing it just to be doing it on paper. But it's like, do you have a game plan? Are you guaranteed to have that get a job? Maybe I got a whole degree in aviation engineering. Can't tell you. I didn't forgot now at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I would just say that. And I would just honestly be honest. And again, I'm behind the screen the whole goddamn time, y'all. And then I would just start showing the course. I'm like, hey, you guys, like, it's so worth the investment. You can get it for 4 easy payments, or you can even get it for $44, starting on Klarna on 12-month payment plan. You can start literally learning these skills and be earning at the same time. That's what I know I'm going to do. I know it's going to happen. And I'm literally saying this every day. So then by like day 3, I had the same people that was in my live the first day, like people were like literally showing. Again, I'm just following everything that Instagram had. And at this time, I think I had like maybe like 47, 40. I know I was under 50 followers when I got my first sale. Did you show your face on live stream when you first became? No, that's what I'm talking about right now. No, so by day 5, I'm on live, and I don't know, because it was just Friday or something like that. But I remember I told myself, I was like, man, I'm not getting off of here until somebody buy this shit. I'm not getting off of live. So if I gotta keep repeating myself, and y'all, that's what you gonna do. I repeat myself every single day. But I was just like, it was just something in me. I was like, man, I'm feeling confident. I'm behind the scene. What? The people can't fight me. What they gonna do? I said, I'm not leaving here until I make some money. And so I remember doing my little speech, doing my little 1-2 that I always do, y'all, every goddamn day. Going through the course, sharing just what I was taking away from the course and what my transformation had been, even though I had made no money. And I had seen my little notification come through saying, you just, DWA, you just earned $497 for DW, or someone just purchased your form. I can't remember how Snip feed, how it shows, but it don't show like how Snip Store shows. And I was like, but mind you, I'm behind the camera, so I had to play it cool. But I was choked up because I was like, man, like, although I felt like I was putting in a lot of work, I just made a whole bunch of, I'm just talking. Like, it's not even me. Thank you. I'm like, it's not even me. And I just made $500. Like, I knew I knew that getting into this, I could make $500, but I just made $500. Like, that was my true reaction. And I was like, oh, baby, it's over. Because I just needed that one. I just needed that one. Oh, baby, so if I can sell 1, I can sell 2. If I can sell 2, I can sell 10. If I can sell 10, I can sell 200. And that's exactly what I did. And you just get better. But again, the whole point, and why I always tell people personally, oh, thank you, Shawan. It's girls. It's that filter. I'm a girl. But thank you, girl. Wow. Oh, sorry. Oh, y'all know my voice get a little deep. I'm trying to hurry up before my phone dies. Zyla, man, go to bed, bro. Wow, someone bought the digital marketing class from me. Yeah, in 5 days. I was just sharing. I just had a student. A lot of my people lately have been getting sick. Maybe I done had a few people that got us. I ain't hating on nobody, but I'm like, I think people just be having people lined up, because I've had like 4 or 5 people within the last month or so that was like, I had somebody buy it the first day. I'm like, to the point where I've had to set up people's stores. Excuse me, y'all. My voice is gone. Where was I? Thank you, Shawan. But yeah, it just, y'all, it floored me. But the thing is, and what I want to kind of quickly say before I get off of here, is Digital Wealth Academy, amazing program, amazing programs. There's a reason why it's the #1 digital marketing one-stop shop course inside of the school platform. It's because of the value and how it's set up. Like, I've definitely invested in other programs before, but I can honestly, truthfully say DWA is literally one of the best. And there's a reason why if you've seen me before, I've always talked about it. I've been talking about it for a year, y'all, and that is the power and the amazing part about affiliate marketing and digital marketing. The fact that I've been selling a program that I did not create for over a year, doing the same thing. Like, you can do that too. And the thing about it is, as a person that was once where, and it's funny, y'all, stay tuned, because I'm dropping a good YouTube video tomorrow. I know y'all gonna love it. I remember when I, was basically motherfucking dead ass broke. When I did have a little lump sum of money, I would always spend that money on a little temporary happiness or whatever like that. Never thought about, let me just invest in myself so I can have longevity, so I can do whatever I want one day, so I can pay cash for my dream car one day, so I can, start other business one day, go on vacation whenever I want. Instead I would just, let me go to Applebee's, you know what I'm saying? It's my last little $40, but hey, it's gonna make me feel good. The margaritas is gonna make me feel good, but then I'm shitty 5-10 minutes later. And that's the biggest thing that a lot of people don't take the time to realize. If you would just sacrifice just a little bit, you would be surprised how you can transform your life in a month. People always want to talk about 6 months, a year, baby. You can transform your life in a month. My life completely turned like within a month, y'all. Within the month, I made my first $15,000 in 24 days. From a program that I didn't even create. And the thing is, a lot of people get into this and they think like, Do I have to be an expert at it? Do I have to know everything? No, you're not the creator of the program. The whole point is you get in there and learn the skill so you can either A, resell the program, B, create your own digital, program, create a mentorship. There's so many different ways and different things that you can do. And that's the whole point of this program. Like, yeah, you can resell it. You can definitely do that. But the whole point of it is what I was trying to say before, it should get the wheels turning in your motherfucking head. Because like I said, by the day 3, I was like, baby, if I don't make no money by Friday, if I don't make no money because I started on Monday, I said, if I don't make no money by Friday, I'm about to, and it's so funny because I end up doing people stand stores for them anyway. And I used to charge people $50. I'm like, I'll set your stand store up same day. What colors you want? What's your branding? You got some pictures? Same day. And that was the thing. Like, I had never thought about that before. If that was the case, when I was doing UGC, I could have started setting motherfuckers' portfolios up for them. There's so many different, but again, that's the thing and why I love this program so much. And to see so many people, like I said, people that look like me, old people, young people talking about, I just made my first 10K. I just made my first 5K. It for me, because it's one thing to see shit on social media, but to really see people in the community sharing their, you know what I mean? You can go to the Instagram page, you can actually see it and be like, oh, damn, I get it. You know what I mean? That was the motivation that I need. And once I seen that, and that's why I'm just such an advocate for this and a believer, because y'all, I was that person that invested in every program that said it was supposedly supposed to change their life, got into it. Ain't gonna lie, I just didn't feel motivated, and that's the thing that I love about DWA. Like it makes you feel motivated. Like some of y'all know, just over this past weekend, I was just in Miami for the event. Man, like such an amazing opportunity to have conversations with millionaires and people that literally like are doing the same thing that I'm fucking doing. And so just that lets me know, like, bro, if you continue at it, if you stay consistent at it, and and I've shared multiple times, like, y'all, my whole journey in this has been half-assed completely. Like I say that humbly, but like I have so much more talent or I don't know the word, creativity to me that I don't even, and I'm like, bro, if you can make 200K, not even trying, like I'll definitely be trying. Like it's hard to explain, y'all. It's been very lazy. Okay, like for example, with my editing, baby, I'm a 1-2-1-2. I don't do nothing else. I'm not doing no transition. Like I might do a little, I've been trying to get that way now, but baby, 3 to 7 second video, put some text on the screen. What? And promote a product. Like, and again, to do that and make $400 to $3,000 a day on average is insane. And I was a couple of days ago on live talking about, like, I'm someone that, if I'm being completely honest with you, have been stuck at 10K months for the longest. Still a blessing, and I'm grateful for, but that's the thing, when you get comfortable and really anything that you're doing, it doesn't force you to pivot. It doesn't force you to think outside the motherfucking box, because it's like, bitch, you comfortable. And for a lot of y'all who maybe have been praying for a way out, maybe have been praying for a solution or whatever like that, like maybe there's a reason why you came across this live today, or there's a reason why you're seeing this or whatever, but you should I'm just saying, just look into it, whether it's with me or somebody else that I'm telling you, affiliate marketing, when I started mentoring and coaching people, and I seen that people from the ages of 16 all the way up to 67 can do this and make some money and have made money in this, life-changing money in this, I'm like, there's no reason. Everybody and their mama be on their phone scrolling. Everybody and their mama be on it for hours, giving away time. Why not take that same time, a little bit of that time, not even all the time, but you can still scroll if you want to, and do something with it and make money and change your life. Like, y'all, it's crazy how we are all conditioned to become workers, and everything that's going on in this world. Baby, y'all better pay attention. Y'all better hop on this motherfucking AI train, because you know what they trying to do? They really trying to make us not be able to think for our motherfucking self. So it's like, bitch, you better use AI to create you a business and get going before they go crazy with this, okay? How many hours a day were you going live in your first month as a digital marketer? To be honest with you, I would say anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours, but I would get on twice a day. I would get on in the morning because I didn't really know. And then I would get on, because this was before I was like, I'm talking to moms specifically, because that's like who I talk to now for the most part, y'all. Look, before my computer cut off, let me say bye to YouTube, because I'm not gonna share. Okay, I got 6%, y'all. I got 6%. Y'all let me know if y'all in here, okay? But yeah, so anywhere between like 1 to 2 hours. But I'm a talker. I really don't like to say that I would put a time limit on there, but that's the thing, though. I think a lot of people just realize or don't realize that when when you're going live and when you're doing this, you're gonna repeat yourself. I repeat myself. Y'all have heard the same goddamn story. Y'all, how long? Okay. Now, granted, my story, I mean, obviously my wording changes a little bit or whatever. Maybe I'll give you a little bit detail this time versus what I did last time. But I'm telling my same story over and over. That's what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? And you just gotta get it. There's different people coming in and out, coming in and out. That's just what it is. But yeah, I would say I don't want to I don't want the more visibility, the better. Okay. So if someone does it 8-10 hours a day on YouTube Live, how long do you think it would take to get one? Again, honestly, you can't even really say that because a lot of people buy you before they buy the actual program. So it all depends. If you on there, you could be on there for 8-10 hours a day and not be confident and not sound like you know what you're talking about, and ain't nobody gonna buy that shit. If they don't feel like they like you or feel like they can trust you, they're not gonna buy from you. So you can't really put a time frame necessarily on it. It's all about, do you sound confident? I see some people where they get on live and they'll be like, oh, well, I think it has this in it, or I don't know. Like, the whole point, y'all, into making money in this is people want to look at you as an expert. People want to be like, oh, when I think of Penguin, go-to person for this. And I'm not saying like I'm just the go-to girl for digital products, but for example, the reason why I have a lot of moms that buy from me is because they feel like, damn, that's the girl that always helps moms how to make money online. So essentially you're creating this personal brand. Like, people freak out when they hear I don't say niche, I rather say personal brand, because that is the whole point of getting people to trust you. You're the go-to person for what? I like to go to I'm just trying to think of somebody who y'all know. What's the girl? I don't even watch it, but I know she's popular. The Cooking with Guy girl. Is she still on the internet these days? People like going to her videos either to look at her booty or to get her recipes. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be like the go-to person in your theme in order to trust you and feel comfortable with you. I was watching content with Tony's digital marketing channel today. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look into it. I never heard of them. They're on YouTube? I'm assuming that's what you meant because you said channel. Oh, okay, I don't know who that is, but yeah, you can't put no time limit because again, I just told you I've had students these last few months. Again, inside of DWA, there's a wealth bot in there, and I be telling people like use that motherfucker and have it write out your strategy, your system. Literally type in there, hey, I want to make 5K first month. What do I need to be doing? How can I position myself as a complete beginner that don't have no following, whatever like that? And it literally will give you a game plan step by step. And I know a lot of people have been using that, and that's been working for them. But again, nobody, and if anybody is telling you like you're gonna get your first sale in one, like no, you're not. I can't tell you that because I've seen people get a sale in one day. And actually kind of fall off, because it's so again, it's all about how you show up, how consistent you are. Do people like you? Do they trust you? It's so many different variables behind it. Can it be luck? For sure. You know what I'm saying? But there is a strategy behind it and stuff like that for sure. He was saying that trust and engagement are the two most important. Yeah. He said, do not be boring. Yeah. But it's weird that you say that because I have seen some people that their brand is boring. Y'all, there's people on here getting paid to sleep. I'm not saying that's boring, but I'm just saying like, so again, it just all is your uniqueness and what works for you. I will tell you this, don't get on here and pretending somebody that you're not, or don't get on here and feel like you got to fake the funk or whatever. Like, baby, it's so much easier to tell the truth. Don't get on here lying and saying, oh, I make money. Like, I'm telling y'all, I would literally be like, I ain't made no money yet, but I know it's coming. I know the shit that I'm taking so much from this program. You know what I mean? Because the energy is something about that. Like, I know sometimes when people be like, oh, this is how I'm making 5,000 to 100, or this is how I'm whatever. Like, I'm making 10K, or when people be giving away them freebies and it's like, hey, this is how you grow to 100K. It's like, but you ain't got 100K. So why would I want to, you know what I mean? Or at least have some kind of, maybe you were a social media manager. I don't know. And you got some kind of proof, but people need that, late night session. Yeah. I figured, I said, you know what? I got to get on because y'all, September, we going hard. When y'all have only hit 120K month in my journey, and I feel like I definitely can be. I'm always gonna be truthful and honest with y'all, and I definitely want to be honest. And so September, we going hard. It's only 30 days. Is it 30 days or 31 days in September? I thought it was 30 days, if I'm not mistaken. But September, we going live every day. If we can, twice a day, because baby, when I went live every day, twice a day, that was when I made my first 20K month. And I was posting YouTube videos every day. That's when I'm telling y'all, get your asses on YouTube. Get your asses on YouTube. I got 4%. Sorry. Content with Tony is a man. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna have to look him up. I never heard of him. If you have an audience full of your target audience, they don't care if you're born right. They will show up for anything. I hate it when people show their monthly income on their lives. That's a big no-no for you. Yeah, and so honestly, I feel like this, and this is the thing why I stopped showing mine. I mean, I think it's important to see, like, for example, when I do like cash outs, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like sometimes I be cashing out $5,000, $6,000. I noticed that those type of numbers like turn people off more. But when I be showing like, oh, I just made $500 or I just made $1,000, 13, like usually I won't do more than like $2,000 because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's a trick to people. Like people don't trust that, and it's so sad that they think that it's not possible because you really can. Like I don't know if y'all be following that. Natty be cashing out 10 stacks like every other day. I'm like, damn it, like I'm trying to get like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I let my shit stack up for the month, it'd be 10 stacks. But baby, I need my money. I need it now. Okay, no, but I mean, I don't know. Like I think it's important to see what's possible because I feel like when I was in that phase, that motivated me when I seen it. And the motherfuckers probably could have been lying, but it motivated me when I seen that number and I seen their name next to it because I feel like that's a lot of work if you really are faking your screenshots because I mean it's possible, I'm sure. But I don't know, that was motivating for me. So I that money be motivating me, shit. Bitch, show me. You got 10. So I say, if anything, at least show. That's why I always try to show like me actually hitting the cash out button because you can't try to copy and paste or move stuff around or put your name on somebody else's thing for that. Because I think if people need to see it though. Like, you know what I mean? It's motivating. What's FTC? Of course, is it? I don't know what FTC is, but what is that? Yeah, I don't know. It's just not considered the most honorable way to market. Well, I mean, oh, you talking about FTC guideline. I'm thinking that you talking about this, of course, child. No, for sure. And that, again, you got to be careful with that type of stuff. But like I said, a little here now, and I'm wrong with that, okay? Because like I said, it's motivating. Or like your notification as far as like she said, is this your AI? Or are you live? I'm live, baby. I'm a real person, not me being AI. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking he was saying in the course. I thought you were saying that's why I was like, damn, what course is that? Shit. Yeah. But and it's funny, I put that inside of my mom community as well too. Like I have a whole module about that because it is important. Like, and you definitely want to protect yourself and stuff like that. But a little money ain't never hurt nobody. Y'all, I'm gonna continue to say that. You have to make sure you're compliant and tell your viewers that the results are not too absolutely. And I always put a disclaimer for sure. Because again, people are like, girl, you said that I was gonna make. Baby, you ain't never heard that from me. I can't tell you. I can't motherfucking tell you. People be like, so if I go on live I'm gonna stay on live for 24 hours. Sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to invite you. My bad. I'm gonna stay on live for 24 hours. Baby, if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. It's not meaning nobody's y'all like for real. It really is. I don't want to say it's a because that's gonna sound weird, but it's confidence. Because I've seen people sell bullshit. Now I feel like in the long run, karma gonna get you, but having integrity and that's my thing. I really feel like if I was to say if there was a secret sauce of how I make a whole bunch of money is I genuinely care. And I feel like every person has always felt that way. I have literally talked myself out of sales before because I'll talk to somebody and like, girl, I need this money by tomorrow. I gotta have money by tomorrow. I gotta have money by tomorrow. I gotta have it because the rent is due. We gonna get put out tomorrow. And I'm like, girl, how much? Keep that money that you got. And when you get in a better position, we gonna do it. I will help you personally. Okay. And like people respect that. I have given people free products when they heard the price of how much DWA costs and it wasn't in their price range or they couldn't get approved for the payment plan. And I'm like, all right, girl, that's cool. Well, let me give you this free little ebook or whatever like that, where you can at least start learning the basics and set up a completely free, go the completely free option. Now, granted, it may take a little bit more time, but at least it's something to get started, and leaving a good taste in people's mouths and stuff like that will always make people come back to you and always feel like they can trust you, and essentially want to buy from you. But no, goddess, I'm not an AI. Watermelon. Strawberry. Y'all remember when people was doing that? I was like, what the hell? That's why I never wanted to get on motherfucking TikTok. Yep. Not 24 hours, girl, because they would try. And you always make sure you're not you beat, not your beat so far. They think you're AI. That's why I was like, thank y'all. Shit, girl, my makeup child, today was a day. That's why I said, let me just go ahead and get live since I still got this makeup on, child. Yep. Integrity is everything, especially in digital marketing. Yeah. And I just feel like you'll have longevity in it. Like that's just my thing. And again, I don't want no bad karma coming on me. That's where people be fucking up at. Like, I'm not about to, I've had so many, I feel like a lot of the people that I have mentored, like they always got a fucking horror story. Like, yeah, I did it, whatever like this. Like, I've helped so many people that maybe have gotten DWA or UBC from somebody else. And the whole point of why they bought it from the person was because the person said they was gonna help them, and they didn't even help them. And I'm like, Jesus gonna get them. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, girl. Yeah, I'm sorry I keep sending these invites. I don't know. All I did was tap the screen. My digital wife AI helped me update my bio to be searchable. Period. No, for real. Are you on Instagram too? Edward? I got some Kalam. I don't know if you noticed. I don't know. Do y'all if you got the notification or whatever like that? But I just got some. I bought something out of your showcase. But yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna get on here and show the course today because, like I said, my computer is about to die. But I will say, right now is probably the perfect time. Like I said, at going into quarter three, quarter four. I don't know. I just feel like there's something in the air. Like, really, because people about to sit their asses down, and this is a great time to start learning a high income skill, so you'll be ready for Christmas, so you can have those plans ready, set, and go for the holidays and everything like that. I don't know about y'all, but like, it's crazy. My birthday is in the summer, but I am a fall girly, and every time I think about it, I know this is random as hell, but like, I'm just gonna say what's on my heart. Like, I just remember where this is gonna sound real corny. I couldn't afford Bath and Body Works, right? And I wanted to, like, when the fall season come, I wanted to get pumpkin spice every motherfucking thing, pumpkin spice candles, set my house up for fall, get it ready or whatever like that. And I was just like, man, this is why I need to be making passive income. I just wish that once I start making money, I could do things like this and not feel guilty about doing it. Even when I think about like my kids and stuff like that, like I'm one of them type of parents, like I gotta triple double 10x my kids childhood because I had a terrible childhood growing up. And for so long I remember I always go back, and because one thing Sierra gonna always do is be in a sense of gratitude, baby. Okay, because that is the highest frequency vibration you can ever be on. And I just remember, like, man, I was like, man, I can't wait till y'all know that Kanye West song, wait till I get my money. All I want to do was be able to take my kids to brunch whenever the hell I wanted to. We go get us a little hibachi, a little sushi, and be able to afford that. Trick off, spend a big bag on my baby's toys, even though she ain't gonna play with this shit, she's just gonna play with the box. I wanted to do that. And once I came across, like I said, digital marketing. Hey, Kyla, girl, where you been at? Where you been at, sis? I was able to do that. And I'm not one of the type of people that get on here and be like, oh, I've done this and then that. Definitely have done so many amazing things since I started my journey. And as a person that just wanted to make $1,000 in this business module, and to say that I've been doing it now for over a year, selling the exact same product, a little bit more here and there, helping the impact in the text messages that I still get to this day. I seen it come through, sis. I got you. But that is the biggest thing. Like, that is the biggest blessing I could ever have, is to, not only was I struggling and coming from a point where I was living paycheck to paycheck, but to hear so many women, to hear so many people be able to change their lives. And like I said, especially the ones that look like me, baby. I ain't got nothing against nobody that don't look like me, but I'm gonna shout out my people every time I get. It's just been a blessing, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, if you thinking stuff is too good to be true, you know what I mean? Again, change your mindset. Like, it really can happen for you. Yes, it's something that requires work. Yes, it requires discipline, but ain't anything worth having, really. You know what I'm saying? In your marriage, when you be talking to old boy or whatever like that, it requires work. It ain't easy. Okay, you got to put in some time. But if you do it, it's worth it. Again, how I got on here and told y'all, like, I love me some sleep. I love me some baby sleeping. It's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing. And one of my biggest ways I would hold myself back, or, just procrastinate. Because maybe I was like, oh, I need to get a nap. I got to get another nap. And wouldn't get stuff done. I'm telling you, these next 30 days, if you lock in, learn a skill, give yourself 2 weeks, a couple weeks to really dive in, learn the skill, play with the digital wealth by do things like that, you will be surprised like how your life can change, y'all. Like I said, I made $15,000 in 23 days, less than 30 days, like insane. You know what I mean? I'm like, I always go back to that moment when I beat myself up and I'm like, damn, I should be doing a lot better. I should be doing so much more. I'm like, bro, you said you wanted $1,000 in this. You make 10K like without even posting content, just hopping on live, getting to be myself, having conversations and showing people the value that they're getting. I'm not trying to upsell y'all nothing or tell you this or lie to you or whatever. I literally get on here and show people like, hey, this is what the fuck is in here. This is what you're gonna get. This is how you use it. Point blank period. And that's it. So if I can do this, y'all can do it too. Okay. But I just wanted to get on here and just say that. I'm at my hour mark and my computer is about to die. So if you want any like additional information, feel free to hit me up, shoot me a DM. I'm on all social media platforms. It's my name, Ciera Johnnaa. That's CIERRA JOHNNA. And man, don't be scared to invest in yourself for real. Like, stop thinking that you don't deserve that shit. That was my whole thing. Like, I just thought that I was like, no, it can happen for me. Like, it just can't. Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can. And it is every time I go back and I think about it, because I'm a journaler, y'all. I'm a journaler. And I go back and just, man, you know what I mean? And it's crazy. And it's like how they say that the power of the tongue, it really is real. And if you continue to say that you're broke and you laugh about it and you think it's funny, or, you don't take it serious. I know a lot of people like, oh, girl, you know me, I'm broke. Like, I can't relate. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, it's just in another account that I can access right now. So, you know what I mean? Like, really start changing the way. What's the worst thing that can happen if you think differently? What's the worst thing that can happen if you learn high income skills to never be broke another day in your life? Like, why not? You know what I mean? If you could spend your last on a Uber Eats order, or, you know what I mean, going to the movies or whatever like that because you was depressed because you ain't got no motherfucking money, why can't you take that same money and just invest it in you so you can learn something, so you can always have a way to make money? Okay. Like, I feel like if somebody would have told me that a while ago, I would have took it that way. But I was just like, I'm broke, so I'm gonna spend it on margaritas. I'm gonna give me a fajita roll up from Applebee's. That's what I used to do. So yeah, y'all. But look into it. Look into affiliate marketing. Everything is linked in my bio. Payment plans are available, which is crazy. Like, crazy. You literally can get started for $44 and start learning these skills and make money while you're doing it, while you're paying the shit off. Okay. So again, if you have any questions, if you want to book a free 15-minute call with me, book one, okay? But shoot me a message. But yeah, y'all, I will see y'all possibly tomorrow. But if not, be sure to check out my YouTube video tomorrow. Y'all gonna love it. It's perfect. It's a little bit different, okay? I told you I'm trying to do my 1-2-1-2. Make sure I read everything. Okay. Can't wait for the DWA vlog. I wanted to go so bad. I know you should have came through. It was a time was had, y'all. A time was had. The DWA vlog, I think I'm gonna end up posting it on Sunday. My shit about to be all about order, but I'm about to post this content. I'm not gonna waste nothing. Okay. But I know everybody wants to see DWA vlog. So I might say that for Sunday. But all right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Somehow, some way. I'm sure. Okay.